Duke and I were in the car and he was merging into traffic and the other car didn't want to let him in, but Duke got in anyway, and the other car, they were so mad. And Duke and I looked at each other and said, they didn't stretch, did they? Come on, people, it's yoga. We're flexible.
Welcome to Fightmaster Yoga, the place to be when you're ready to deepen your practice and change your world. When you commit to your practice, you will begin to see beauty in every aspect of your life. Hi, I'm Lesley Fightmaster. Begin sitting tall with your shins crossed, connecting to your ujjayi breathing. May your practice today remind you to be open and flexible to all of life's adventures. And switch the cross of your legs with your hands on knees. Inhale, bring your chest forward, look up, stretching the front of the body. Exhale, round the back, chin toward chest, pull the belly in. And again, inhale, bring the chest forward, widen your collarbones, gently looking up. And then exhale, round your back, pull your ribs and belly in and up. Inhale again, roll the shoulder heads back, look up gently. And exhale, rounding in, chin toward chest. Inhale to center. And then switching the cross again. Reach your arms up on your next inhale, palms facing each other, right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Sit tall, inhale, and twist as you exhale. Every time you inhale, lengthen up tall. As you exhale, roll your left shoulder back, maybe twisting a little deeper. Inhale back to center, and then sweep the arms up as you inhale again. Exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, twist. Twisting from your rib cage, your chest. Roll your right shoulder open as you exhale. Inhale, make your way to center. And then roll yourself forward onto your hands and knees with your wrists just a little bit in front of the shoulders, and then step the right foot forward for a low lunge, back toes tucking under, pulling the right hip back, fingertips on the floor if you can reach, or blocks. Exhale, straighten the front leg, pull that right hip back. Inhale, bend the knee over the ankle, chest forward, nice long spine, pull the belly in. Exhale, start to straighten that front leg, pull the toes back, and stretch forward. Again, inhale, bend the knee, sink your hips forward, but lengthen through your lower back. Keep that front heel pressing down. Keep right hip pulling back as you breathe here. Again, another long ujjayi breath. And then next exhale, start to straighten the leg and fold forward. Keep your spine as long as you can. So instead of thinking head to knee, think belly toward thigh and lengthen through the crown of the head, through the chest. Let your shoulder blades relax gently as you stretch the hamstrings. And then inhale, come back to table. Wrists are still a little in front of the shoulders. Step your left foot forward. Make sure the left knee is over the ankle. Tuck your back toes. Fingertips on the floor or on blocks. Or if you don't have any, you can rest your hands on your leg. Exhale, straightening your front leg. Pull the toes back. And inhale, bend the knee again. Knee over ankle. Pull the left hip back. Exhale, straighten the leg. Half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, bending the knee, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale again to straighten, pulling that left hip back, drop it down. And then inhale, bending through the left knee, make sure it's over the ankle, press down into the heel. Lengthen through your lower back as you breathe here. Keep your collarbones wide and just sink in any amount as you start to stretch out the hip flexors, the psoas muscles. Next, inhale, begin to straighten the front leg, and once again, keep your spine as long as you can as you lengthen forward. Pull that left hip back and breathe here. Pin the right hip in towards center as left hip gently drops down. We want to keep the hips as level as possible. Rebend the left knee and then come back to table. Wrist under shoulders and knees under hips. Reach your right arm up, inhale. Exhale, take it underneath the left arm. Come onto the right shoulder. Pull your left hip back a little, keeping the hips level. Keep your left hand at your low back or reach around, hook it onto the right thigh. And then option to extend the left leg back, toes tucking under. Rolling that left shoulder open. Some of you might decide to lift the left toes off the floor. If you do, that's fine. Just keep that outer left hip dropping down. I like my foot on the floor because I get a better stretch. Release, come back to table. And then inhale, left arm up. Exhale, sweep it underneath the right, coming onto the left shoulder. Use your right hand to just gently pull that right hip back a little bit. Make sure your hips are level. Then take your right hand behind your back, let it rest at the low back or hook it onto the left thigh. Option to extend that right leg back, toes tucking under. If you do decide to lift it, be sure to drop the outer hip down or you'll roll right onto your back. Roll your top shoulder back and widen across your chest as your shoulder blades gently draw in toward each other. Inhale, make your way back to center. And then hands just a little in front of the shoulders. Turn your inner elbows gently forward, tuck your toes for down dog, and then bend one knee and the other. Just bicycling the legs. Spread your fingers wide and press into the base of your fingers. Lift through your forearms and then step your feet as wide as the mat. And see if you can get a little more length through your spine and maybe even through your hamstrings as you stretch back. Draw your low ribs in, draw your belly in. Keep your arms and your ears in line. And breathe. Always come back to steady breath. Walk your feet to hips width. And then inhale, come forward into plank. Knees can always be up or down as your choice. Shifting forward, exhale, lower to your belly. And bring your arms right alongside your body. Roll your shoulders away from the mat. Inhale, lift everything up for Shalabhasana. Pull your belly in and lengthen your sitting bones toward the heels. Inner thighs lift up toward the ceiling and lengthen your neck. Release and rest a moment. So when you're working on these back bends, make sure to press your pubic bone down a little bit into the floor and lengthen your sitting bones towards your heels. Interlace your fingers, this time at the low back. Roll the shoulder heads away. Inhale again, lift everything up for locust. Keep the back of your neck long. Once again, pubic bones pressing down. So hip points lift toward lower ribs. That'll help to keep length in your lower back. Make sure your toes press straight back or point straight back. Release and rest. Take a big breath as you feel that heartbeat increasing a little bit. Energy's moving through the body. Now take your left forearm parallel with the front of the mat and bend your right knee. Reach back for your foot. You can hold it if it reaches, use a strap. If you have more flexibility, you can draw that heel closer toward the side of your hip. Fingertips will face forward with the elbow pointed up. If that's too much, just hold it where you can. As long as you feel a stretch, that's all that matters. Working on those hip flexors, psoas muscles again, the fronts of the thighs. And then release and rest a moment. And now we'll take the right forearm parallel with the front of the mat, bending the left foot. And reaching back for the foot. From the big toe side, if you can bring it forward, your fingertips will face forward, the elbow up. You can also hold your leg, your foot with a strap. And you don't need to pull it forward at all. Just so you feel a little stretch in the front of the thigh, the top of the hip, and the front side. That's all that matters. Relax your shoulders and jaw as you breathe. And keep your low back lengthening. Release it down. Bring your hands by your low ribs. Elbows are up. Inhale for little cobra. Pull the hands toward the feet. And then upward dog, or stay with cobra if that's better. And tuck the toes for down dog. A little tongue-tied today. Stretch back here for a moment. Reconnect with steady breathing. Inhale, float your right leg back and up from the inner thigh, level hips. And then exhale, bring it forward for pigeon pose. So your right ankle's moving toward the left knee. If it hurts your knee at all, then come onto your back instead, taking figure 4, like I just showed. If you're in pigeon pose, make sure your hips are level. Lengthen as you inhale. You can stay up on the fingertips or exhale to the forearms or lie all the way down. Now, if you're rolling onto your right hip in your pigeon, then pad it up with a folded blanket or towel or something you have handy, a pillow. Make sure the toes of your back leg are pointed straight behind you. And now just sink in and breathe. Notice if you have a tendency to really grip and protect that right hip. If you do, take a moment to just let it go and just see what happens. Sometimes we protect ourselves from things that we don't need protection from. It's an automatic thing. So just check in with it. But again, make sure your knee is okay. You don't want pain in the knee in this one. See if you can release just a little bit deeper for the last couple breaths. And then inhale slowly to come up. Take your left forearm, make it parallel with the front. Reach your right arm up, twist. Option to bend your left knee, reaching back for the foot as you twist. Breathing here, let your shoulders relax. Release any tension in the jaw. So release that, come back to center. Tuck your back toes under and then roll to your right hip. And now take your left foot around the outside of the leg. Reach right arm up, inhale. Exhale, bring it across and twist. If that's too much, you can always straighten the bottom leg. And then option to thread your right hand underneath the leg and reach your left arm around and clasp. You could also hold your shirt. But again, with twisting, remember, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, maybe rolling that left shoulder back to twist in a little deeper. And then inhale, turn your head to center. And now sweep that left leg back, tucking the toes under. Stretch your right leg back and up. Give it a nice stretch. Make big circles in the hip, and then set it down. As you inhale, float your left leg back and up with level hips. And then exhale, bring it forward for pigeon. But remember, even if the other side did not hurt, but this knee does, instead roll onto your back, flex that ankle as you take figure 4. You can inhale, lengthen the spine, stay all the way up, or exhale to the forearms, or exhale deeper, whatever works for you. But on this side, notice if your left hip is rolling down to the floor. If it is, pat it up so that your hips stay level. It's important because it will protect your knee. And as you sink in here, just notice what happens for you. Hip opening can have different effects on you physically and emotionally. For some, hip opening can be an emotional experience, meaning that you might all of a sudden feel sad or scared. And just know that that is a normal thing to experience as you're working through tension, tightness in your hips. Oftentimes, when we don't want to deal with emotions, we just stuff them away. We stuff them away from thought, but they do remain in the body, and mostly they stuff right down into the hips. So just notice and breathe through anything that comes up, if anything at all does. As you inhale, come on up with your right forearm parallel with the front. Lift your left arm up and twist, and then option to reach back for that right foot. Make sure to release your shoulders a little bit away from the ears, just so there's no tension around your neck. Big breaths, and then let it go. Roll onto your left hip, sweeping your right leg in front. Take it to the outside of the left leg. Right hand behind, left arm up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Take your left arm across. You can keep it there or thread it underneath the thigh, bringing the right arm behind you for Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes pose. As you inhale, create length through the spine. On your exhales, try to go in a little deeper if you can. Remember, just let the breath move you. Never forcing or muscling into anything. Bring your head back to center, unwind. Sweep the right leg back, tuck the toes, and lift your left leg back and up. Bend the knee, some hip circles to stretch out that leg. And then set the foot down, back to down dog. Reconnect with Ujjayi breathing. Looking forward. And just gently step yourself forward and sit. Roll onto your back carefully. Knees bent, feet on the floor. And then inhale, lift your legs up toward the ceiling. Bring your hands to the backs of your thighs or your calves. And then start to draw your legs in towards your belly. Maybe even shins toward forehead if that works. So you're stretching your back. Sort of like a seated forward fold upside down. And again, you do not have to go in deeply to this. Do what you need, and that works for you. Release, take your feet back to the floor. Now lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees, and then let your feet flop open. Bring your arms a little away from your body with your palms up. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw, relax your forehead. Our quote today comes from Michael McGriffey. Blessed are the flexible, for they shall not be bent out of shape. Quiet mind, quiet body, shavasana, rest. Begin to deepen your breath as you make some movements and fingers, toes, stretching through arms and legs. Bend your knees, roll yourself onto your right side. Take a moment to honor yourself and thank yourself for showing up and taking your practice. Make your way to a comfortable seat, palms touch in front of your heart. Hands to forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to heart center, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. Hands to your mouth, reminding you to have clear and loving communication, sending positive energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. A lot of people ask me, does yoga for weight loss really work? If you're wondering the same, click this video right here and we'll talk about it.